Hi, good evening. My name is Nawaz. Welcome to Disruptive Education Movement by GETI, that is Global Education Training Institution, headed by Dr. Sunita Gandhi. Today we have with us an eminent speaker, Ms. Gayatri Kumar, and the topic for discussion today is happiness. So we'll get to understand in this pandemic time, this is the need of a moment, what happiness is all about in terms of understanding the situation and going through it. And I ask Mr. Gayatri ma'am to please take over and speak about this topic. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Nawaz. Very good evening to everyone and the wonderful viewers. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity for sharing a very beautiful topic today, happiness, because at this pandemic situation and otherwise, happiness is something very essential and very much needed for each and every one. So let's go ahead. So, Nawaz, can we have the first slide? Nawaz? Yes. So basically, the most common thing that we all keep saying that I have and I keep it and I store it. Eventually, some things in our lives which are not possible for us to touch, we can't touch them, we can't feel them, but we can sense them. And still, we keep saying that I have it with me. But whenever we say that word, I have it, and let me keep it and let me store it, we have to think twice. Can we really do it? Honestly, I don't think many of you would agree with me because let's say our topic today, happiness. Can we keep happiness all the while? Can we store it? I don't know how many of you agree with me, but I say yes. This is one thing that we can actually do it. So, happiness is more to do with the invisible blessing in disguise, and a blessing that we call it the psychological gift. It's a part of our emotion that we choose whether to take it or not, whether to keep it or not, and whether to store it or not. Happiness is like to do more with two people, one to many, but it also can happen one on one or ourselves. I, me, myself is also a kind of happiness. So there are a few types of happiness that we have in the world. Uh, the expressions come in various forms, and we will be very happy to share sometimes the happiness. Sometimes we don't have people to share around. So what do we do then? It's simple. Try to talk to yourself and say, I am happy because I am the happiness. Happiness has many types. We will go through today small happinesses. The first happiness is in form of what we call joy. Now many people say, you know, I have happiness and I'm joyful, but not many will be able to understand the difference between happiness and joyness. Now, uh, let me tell this in much simpler way. Happiness is a subconscious power which we bring into a conscious power. And the different forms that we express are the types of happiness. The first type of happiness, let's talk about joy. Now, the feeling of joy comes from losing yourself in the present moment. Now, many of us keep missing ourselves. We are there physically, but we are absent mentally. We are looking at something very joyous moment, something very beautiful, something very like, let's say, a beautiful sunrise on a beach of Goa, and still we wonder, oh, I wish I could enjoy this scenario. I wish I could be happy watching this. But why do you say so? Why do you think so? Live that moment and enjoy the joyness that comes from the visual that is right in front of you. Its joy is more like a flower, like you can see in the slide that is right in front of you. See, it's like joy is like a flower. Okay, and there are many petals associated to that one flower to bring that beauty. And it brings a beautiful smile on us. Oh wow, okay. I'm it's wonderful. You enjoy the color, you enjoy the essence, you really enjoy the smell of it. So it's like every petal put into one string. So joy is to do more of your present moment. What are you doing now? I am right now talking to you beautiful people out there. I'm joyful right now. I might not be able to express it, but my joyness keeps on appreciating me and says that you can do it. And joyness helps me to, come up with much more better understanding, helps me to perform much better, right? So we need to keep on also, analyze it sometimes because right now I'm speaking on something. It happens especially with students most of the time. Oh my God, I can't speak. But initially they go to the dais and they don't know what to speak because they completely blank because it's the first time. And they would have prepared with a lot of happiness. They tell, with a lot of joy, they tell to their friends, their families, their parents, like, hey, you what? Today I'm going to speak in my school. Today I'm going to be the center of attraction. But the moment you go there, your very presence is there physically, but mentally you're like, oh my God, will I be able to do it? Yes, why not? The outcome from that very moment is what you need to focus on. The question here that you need to keep yourself engaged with your mind is, if I were to do this, if I'm doing it, am I doing it only for myself? It's a simple thing. No. There are questions that students have come up to me and said, ma'am, you say that, it's a joyful moment delivering speech, but I don't see that, ma'am, because the moment I go on stage or when I'm speaking to an interviewer or when I'm speaking to my teacher or my principal, I go blank. What do? I just tell them one thing. Take a deep breath and tell to yourself, I'm happy and I'm going to share a beautiful, joyful moment with someone who knows me but who didn't understand me so far. So this is an opportunity for me to, make people understand the joyous moment that I carry with me. So joy is to live in that present moment of you and and leaving behind your impression of how happy you can be and how happy you can make your surroundings and people connected to you at that moment. Joy leads to another kind of happiness, which is the next stage. There are people who always, you know, say that I'm happy and I'm joyous, but I'm somehow missing something. I'm missing a kind of excitement because excitement is something. It's a fraction of moment. It's like a child, a small baby that sees something for the first time, and like this very slide. It's a baby who's like, very excited to see his mommy for the first time, maybe very excited to see its pet, a beautiful kitten, a dog, or a very beautiful scenery, or something unexpected. There is a child in us. As we grow older, the problem with us is we uh, convert excitement to tension, And instead of a smile with excitement, we are like, oh God, and the lips goes down. No, bring it up. Be excited for that moment as you're joyful, you're enjoying, and you're excited. uh, Excitement is, it also, it's when you show it on your face, when you show that expression on your face. Let's say, for example, it could be even your a friend whom you don't like, but what would it cost you if you showed an excitement of their sudden appearance out of nowhere? Suddenly they just walk by, and you're like, oh my God, okay, this person, okay, hmm. But no, that's another kind of happiness connected to the joy, and show that excitement. Maybe that person might remember you, might not remember you. So that excitement, you need to show that moment of excitement, because it so happens that you could win over your foe, because it's a motivational kind of an expression in happiness. You don't need to go for motivation sessions and go to other classes, go on telling people like, hey, you know what, I wish I could be excited for this very moment that I'm living through. But you are living there, you are present, but mentally you're not accepting it. So accept that excitement. It's the same expression that you see when um, when you experience something very beautiful, unexpected, right? So excitement helps us to grow and nourish ourselves, because excitement also helps you to get through small jitters, little uncomfortable feelings or something like that. So let's say your teacher has given you one fine morning. It's a beautiful weekend and Friday, and tomorrow, next day, Saturday. Hey, tomorrow's going to be a holiday, and you're all busy talking in your class. Tomorrow I'm going for my friend's birthday. I'm going outing with my parents and long drive and all those things. But you're so excited. And just imagine your teacher walks into the class and says, hey guys, how are you all? I'm so happy today because we are going to have a special or a surprise assessment. And there goes, oh my, like, your excitement turns suddenly into fear. No, that is another kind of a weekend holiday being. Assessment is a challenging, because happiness and joy can be challenging. Why can't it be? So convert your that very moment fear into excitement. You're like, wow, I'm going to get a chance to prove whether I'm right or wrong to myself. So show that excitement. Yes, ma'am, why not? Let's go ahead. Challenge your every moment in life. Why get scared when you know you can do it? And don't think that what will be the outcome. Think that from the outcome, what is it that my learning would be? And you should keep that excitement moving on and ongoing like a continuous process of learning, because excitement is mandate. And please make sure that every time you're excited, don't overdo and scare people, and don't even scare yourself. But you certainly need to scare away the fear, right? Now, every time we are getting excited, we can, um, like, I will give you another example. You can also share your excitement in a form of a bucket list. Every time you finish, let's say you have a bucket list and you're able to achieve it every time, and you see one of the bucket list is struck because you have achieved it, you have done it. That very moment, your joy is doubled and you're excited. Yes, I have done this, now that's my next level. So the similar thing should be in your any kind of performance, be it relationship, be it learning, be it um, your exams, be it your uh, bad performance in your assessment, because you're excited that you have been able to assess yourself in the exam, and the next level where you're going, you know where you're going wrong, where you have gone wrong. So that is a chance for you to improvement. And that is a space you call it as positive approach with an excitement, right? Now, moving after the excitement is like, gratitude. Many of us are so, so very introverts. Like, we always keep thinking, even not only, okay, let's forget about others or you, let's talk about me. There have been scenarios where, I was very excited to go through certain scenarios. I was joyful to see many things, but I always forgot something, because in order to keep that repetition happening, which we call the aura of the world, it's something like called gratitude. Gratitude actually can disappear if you don't actively focus on it, because it's also an important form of your happiness. Those who feel gratitude on a regular basis and tended to be happier and healthier than those who are less prone to these feelings. Well, one should give a thought about it at that very point. Am I grateful to somebody because of whom or because of which I was happy, or I was joyful, or I was excited? A simple example: if you have a pet in your house, if you have noticed a dog wag its tail the moment it sees you and starts, it's happy, it's joyous. And the moment you come near it running, it's so excited. It also jumps, it tries to jump on you, it tries to lick on you. That excitement is in some form, it tells that, hey, buddy, you're home, and I'm so thankful to the world and the God and the good people out there who sent you home safely. So you should have that gratitude towards every moment that you share, either way, either by giving or receiving. So keep your gratitude book always open, like a journal, which should always be full of love and kindness. Because gratitude, there are many people who says, in my meditation session, like, I keep receiving so many gifts, and I give them back, but I don't know how to share my gratitude, and I don't know how can I thank them, because it's a never ending story. I tell them that you have already shown your gratitude in form of your love by giving them something that they really love, your expressions, because not every expression is visible, not every love is touchable, they cannot be felt, right? So in that very moment, you need to, I think something went wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me a quick moment. Yes. So in that very quick moment, we have to focus on ourselves rather than others. Are they receiving it or not is not my cup of tea. Am I able to do it in such a way that that they're able to feel it? Yes, that is what is important in here. So uh, gratitude should flow like a meditation throughout the happiness. Be like, we keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. No, a thank you in return to a thank you is not a gratitude. A thank you in return, a welcome to a return of thank you is a gratitude. Okay, so when somebody says thank you don't say thank you again, because it's a never ending story. The word is welcome, because that's when you understand, or the other person who has thanked you will understand that, yes, they are grateful for the services that I have rendered to them. Now, it so happens many a times we, out of every situations and scenarios, we have been walking through the phase, and when we start giving to people, like they keep telling, it's also a cultivating of feeling that it helps you to overcome the point of depression, and then comes a stage like you are always being appreciated for what you have done, and you're always boasted about. Now, appreciation is still acceptable, guys, but boasting is one step away, ahead or above. Always accept appreciation, but when somebody is boasting it, in Hindi, how many of you understand? I don't know, but Hindi, it's called chane ke ped pe chadhana. Okay, so when you are going a step above the gratitude and forgetting everything, you have your pride in it. Now, pride can be positive if you are able to understand how to balance it, because proud pride is somewhere, most of the time it is associated to be a very negative feeling. Now, um, the feeling of pride in your accomplishments can be a form of gratitude turned inward and are a great form of happiness to indulge in. Okay, you can take pride in your work, in your friends, your families, yourself, your house, your the things that you possess around you. But um, what happens is anything that you put your effort, your care, and love into, you always feel that yes, I have achieved something. You can cultivate the pride. Now, it all depends on you whether your pride, is it positive or negative, right? So try to always keep a win-win situation. Don't always say that I have done this, I have accomplished this, and I am the only one can do it. No. So just let not the pride of negativity cover your mind. Keep your minds open all the time. If your friend has got 1 mark more than you, learn to go approach them, shake hands, feel happy at that moment that your friend has done a point ahead of you. Then you know what happens? They become a friend with you, they will share the joy moment, and they will be so gratitude towards you that they will say that, hey, you know what? You know how I got this one extra point? Next time, we both will make it 2 points more above the other class people, above the other students who are with us. So pride can be positive. A pride is a path which you choose. It's in your hands, right? Similarly, when we don't have a pride, when we are contented and we are not very optimistic about things, there is another kind of happiness that is connected to all this if we keep all the, pride and everything away in a negative form. But, guys, love is directly associated with happiness. Imagine those students who are staying in the hostel away from their family for days, months, and years, missing out that every small moment of their birthdays or special days or special occasion. You know, it becomes very painful for us, and we say that I wish my family was here because I love them. No, just because they are absent doesn't mean that your happiness is lost. Your love is still in you, it's inside you. So you just need to bring it out and interchange. People with whom you're sharing that very moment is love expressed happiness, right? It is sometimes very tough for us to get on with relationships. But trust me, if you learn the technique of overcoming certain hurdles, and that hurdles is called, and is called, um, that hurdle is called, sorry, I'm getting messages and I just got distracted. So those hurdles is called being introvert. So once you step out of that and start accepting your ambience and start loving your surroundings and start loving yourself, you live that very moment forever and for longer period of time. Okay, so guys, always remember one thing is love, happiness is nothing to do with things. It has nothing to do with things that you can touch. Money cannot buy happiness. Trust me. People who think that money can buy happiness, I'm very sorry to say that they are the $99 club people. I'm sure you would have heard the story of $99 club story, where I'll just give you a quick story of this, which was a very beautiful story I came across. Was There was a king, and he was just passing by through his kingdom and just having a nice stroll with his minister. And then suddenly his eyes falls on a farmer's family, and he notices that he suddenly turns up to his ministers and says, "How come?" The ministers looks at those that family, and he says that those people are so happy. The father is very happy. The son is like merry around, and the mother is like cherishing the very moment, the joyous moment of the child, and she's so pride filled woman with her family around so happily. So the minister says that, "So you know what? They are enjoying the life this very moment because they're happy. They are not from the $99 club." Then the king says, uh, "Can you explain it?" He says, "Give me a bag full of 99 coins, and I will give you the answer 6 months later." Minister goes, takes his bag, keeps in front of the farmer's doorstep in the night. And morning, when the farmer opens the door, he finds that bag, and he opens it and sees that there's 99 gold coins in it. And he starts counting it. He counts, and then he says, "No, no, I think I've done something wrong. I think I've forgotten my maths. So how can it be 99? Let me count it." He counts it again, he gets 99. He tells his wife, his son, and still they get 99. And then he falls very sad. He says, "No, no, I need to work harder because there is one golden coin missing which I need to earn it, and that will make it 100." Guys, even if in your education, don't try to be a fool, to compare yourself with others who have got a step above you. Feel happy with what you have. You know what happens? The wife gets tired, and the son also gets tired. There is like my father and my husband. This man is gone mad. He's not letting us spend the golden opportunity and live this moment. So wife takes 2 coins from there. The son takes 2 coins. They go to the shop. They buy things. 4 coins missing. Husband says, "Oh my God, what happened? I need to double work now." That moment, wife tells him, the very moment you got this 99 coins, you forgot to enjoy life, to live that happy moment, and you forgot to give gratitude to the God who gave this 99 golden happiness moment to you. So the man realizes and says, "Yes." In the meantime, it's been 6 months. Now, during which the king is again strolling back, and he sees this farmer. One day he sees a farmer, and then he tells the farmer, like, he sees a farmer and he's working very hard in the field. He's working very hard in the field. And then he says that, "What happened, minister? What happened? Why is this man not so happy? Why is his wife and child not with him?" So they say that, then that's when the minister says that, "Well, you remember the 99 coins that you gave me? The 99 coins that you gave me is a $99 where he has worked very hard trying to get that one golden coin, and he lost his happiness, his joyous moment. He has forgotten everything, and he has started working very hard. The happiness in his life has gone." So, guys, try to live that very 99 moments of golden opportunity that you have in form of anything and everything. Honestly, I took this particular topic because there was a time I was not very happy with my life. I was not very happy with my performance. I was never happy and never contented. But it so happened that uh, there came a stage when I met my mentor. And my mentor, she is my aunt. And she told me one thing, like, in an urge to live much better, you are losing on the better part and the best part. So you need to start focusing on this moment because you're breathing. And you should be grateful. You should be thankful to God that He has given this very moment to breathe, because only because you're breathing, you can be happy. So, guys, you might be seeing this beautiful, small piece of collage that I've done right behind me about happiness. It's like more of to give, and don't hate when you're giving something. Give it wholeheartedly, because the aura of the world says that what you give is what you get. So if you're giving a penny, you get 10 pennies back. Trust me, I never believed this sutra until and unless I came across this and I myself experienced it. Um, there was a time when I was in a very bad, scenario. But and I had very fistful of money with me, but my friend was in much worse condition. She said that, can you lend it? I said, for a moment, I thought, if I lend it, what about you? That very moment, I felt that, why am I being so selfish? Let me just give it to her because she's in much worse condition than me. So I gave it. Guys, I gave her just, I'm giving you an example, not the exact amount, but I gave her 10 rupees. You will not believe it's just 8 months later, I got a promotion and my salary, went up, and it was the same amount of difference that I gave it to my friend on an annual package. And I was like, okay, so this is how we get gifted. This is how we get happiness back. So happiness is something that we should not keep it to ourselves. We have to live very in a simple way. We have to let go all our vengeance. We should start be very creative, start learning, have friends around us, you know, share every moment. And even the smallest thing that we have with us, we should always try and live with it, because finding and feeling true happiness is experienced only by giving. What you receive in return is yours. So just learn to give happiness. Because, guys, psychologically, if you're happy, trust me, in this pandemic situation, I have been going through many scenarios, many videos, many forwarded WhatsApp messages by people, those who have recovered with simple treatment at home quarantine. But I'm not saying that that is the thing. But in this pandemic situation, I would say that when we are happy, there is a kind of neurons that, there's a kind of serum in our mind that is released that relaxes us. If you're scared of anything, your happiness is gone. Anything, everything, even Corona will overtake you. I'm not scaring you. But um, learn to be positive, keep yourself happy. If a problem has come, don't look at the face of the dragon. Try to catch hold of the tail, which is the solution of that problem, right? So, when the moment you're able to grab this solution, you're happy. And the entire chain process of happiness, which we discussed all while, will give you a joyful life, right? So, happiness, we just chose a small bit part of it today, but it's a very huge thing that is experienced on every individual's mind, every individual situation. But whatever be it, happiness comes only by staying positive. Stay positive, and be happy. Thank you so much for to get it, and Navaz, for giving me this opportunity. Keep smiling and stay happy, and keep people and your surroundings happy.
Sure,
Navaz,
ma'am.
up to you.
Thank you so much. That was very wonderful, ma'am. Many a things. And I have to admit this, ma'am, because of the situation and all, we tend to forget what happiness is. Thank you for bringing this, back with us. It was very important session, I believe, ma'am. And thank you so
Pleasure's
much for
mine.
speaking about happiness and bringing this, because I've been attending so many sessions and we talk about so many other stuff. And something really missing was this because of this particular situation, what we are going through, the pandemic and all.
Pleasure's absolutely
Yeah.
pleasure's mine, Nawaz.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was very wonderful session, very fruitful session. I loved it. I'd love to be the part of this session, ma'am. Thank you so much once again. I thank
Welcome.
everyone, all the audience here on behalf of GETI, that is Global Education Training Institution. Please be part of this disruptive education movement. We have so many eminent speakers coming on this platform and talking about different topics. So please join us within this moment and enjoy these talks. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you once again.
Welcome, Nawaz. Bye bye to everyone.